Our next release is At All Costs. This is Tim Taylor's follow-up to their game, To the Last Man. That game covered the Western Front of World War I. This one covers the Eastern Front. How about that? There are even rules to play them side by side if that's the sort of thing you're into. We announced this one back in early 2017, so we're pretty excited to be putting it out in the world. Now, this is a card-driven game, and we'll actually be talking about the cards in a separate video. Today, I want to talk about armies and units. Like many war games, you have various types of units, infantry, cavalry, etc., represented by counters, but chances are you're not actually going to be pushing a bunch of those counters across the map sheet. Primarily, you're going to be moving and attacking with armies, these custom-printed wooden discs. Each army corresponds to a box on a player's display sheet where you hold the units to make up that army. For example, the first Russian army here contains 3 infantry units, a cavalry, and an artillery unit. You'll notice that each army's display has 2 kinds of spaces. These circles hold infantry units, including certain elite infantry units, while the squares hold what are called auxiliary units, cavalry, artillery, and later in the game, biplanes and even tanks. So you can't put infantry in auxiliary spaces or vice versa. So I cannot put an infantry here, only auxiliary. Additionally, the capacity of each army is going to vary by nationality. The Russians, for example, can have 4 infantry and 2 auxiliary, which is better than the Austro-Hungarians, who are stuck with 2 and 2, but not as good as the Germans, who have 5 and 5. So what are the advantages to using armies besides cutting down on counter-clutter? For one, these displays are hidden, so your opponent won't know how strong your army is until combat. For another, areas have a stacking limit of 3 per side or less, and overstacking can lead to supply issues. An army, however, counts as 1 unit for the purposes of stacking. So, having this here, we have, say, 3 German units in there, that's not very efficient, especially because that 1 German army can have 10 units in it. Additionally, when you're moving along the rail lines, they count as 1 unit for that too. So keeping your dudes organized makes your forces more efficient and reduces logistical strain. Plus, it lets us print on these wooden discs. How cool is that? So that's a quick look at armies and units in Tim Taylor's At All Costs. Next time, we'll talk about the cards. Until then, everyone, please stay at home if you're able to, and be safe.